feel like you and CD can be one of the top wide receiver duos in the NFL?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Why?
Just different type of styles of play. Like a lot of people over the years got different type of styles of play, but CD's a certain type of guy, and then I'm a certain type of guy. So when you mesh that together, it's like Mario Bros. You see what I mean? So like we definitely could do something special.
Okay, if they're the Mario brothers, then I need to know immediately who's Mario and who's Luigi. Since CD's been here longer, would he be known as Mario? Well, we don't really have a lot of time for that today, but what we do have is a stacked show for you guys on this Wednesday edition of KSAT Sports Now. From heavy hitting and fighting in practice for the second day in a row to contract negotiations and Mario Bros, the Dallas Cowboys training camp is bringing all the drama, and we got it all for you as we go camping with KSAT.
Camping with KSAT, powered by Thomas J. Henry.
Now, when it comes to the Cowboys training camp, there are two things that are guaranteed to happen on a yearly basis. One, that Jerry Jones is going to say something that can catch you completely off guard. And two, that the players are at some point going to have some squabbles. Now, we have already had both for the second scuffle in the day. Earlier today, safety Marquise Bell got into it with undrafted free agent tight end Tyler Neville. Now, Bell threw a punch that missed Neville and hitting quarterback Troy Pride Jr. in the neck instead. And Coach was not too happy about that at all. He called the team together at the center of the field to get the players to regroup. For more on Cowboys camp, here's our Larry Ramirez and Mary Rominger.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nick. I'm Larry, she's Mary, and of course we are coming to you from Oxnard, California, and Dallas Cowboys training camp. Nick, let's go back to that video you just showed of the scuffle in camp today. Schottenheimer's all about his team playing very physical, but says right now is not the time because A, they are in the ramp-up period still, and B, they're not in pads yet.
Yeah, if the players let the emotions get the best of them without pads, the consequences could be long-term. And Schottenheimer got his point across very clear to the team that fighting will not be tolerated. I was about 50 yards away from Schottenheimer when he stopped practice to yell at the team. He was loud and he was very honest about what's at stake for the team if they go against his word.
And a lot of what he said was not suitable for TV, but what is suitable for TV is Schottenheimer. He wants to promote a family bond from top to bottom when it comes to his roster.
Yes, family is at the top of importance for Schottenheimer in his coaching philosophy. And we saw an example of that yesterday with Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs talking to the media together. And this morning, Schottenheimer was asked what he thought about that.
Yeah, I think we're trying to create a family atmosphere, you know. It's one of those things where when I look at our guys and I get a chance to talk to them a lot together, they're going to always support one another. And I'm not even talking about Mike and Trayvon. I'm talking about Dak and Joe Milton. Let's talk about CD and George Pickens. I mean, like, here's a guy that we get from Pittsburgh that they say is, you know, trouble and all those things. And, like, from the time he's been here, he's been incredible. And why is that? Is it me? No. Is it CD? I don't know. I mean, but it's the culture that we're building here. And so there's a brotherhood being built here. And so I don't read too much into that. And I think that I'm really excited about the family atmosphere we've built here. I'm here to coach the team. I talk all the time about the business side of this thing. And the business side gets hard at times. But again, I focus on the fact that the guys are here, we're working. I thought it was a really good start yesterday. It wasn't a great start. We were a little sloppy with the ball. I didn't think we finished practice great, but my focus right now is just trying to get all these guys together, working together, learning how to practice. Again, the ramp-up period's been good for us, but we got to learn how to get ready because in a couple days we're in pads and the real stuff's getting ready to tee off.
And of course, Mary, as we all know, the big offseason pickup for the Cowboys, wide receiver George Pickens. And Schotty has said that his ability to track the ball is uncanny.
Yeah, it's awesome to see what Pickens has done on the field so far. But when he was traded from the Steelers, there were reports that surfaced that kind of attacked Pickens' character. And ever since George has been on the Cowboys, not only has he tried to correct that narrative, but so has his coaches and teammates.
I think I needed a fresh start just in terms of, like you said, people not knowing me. I think that's the whole thing about it. Like, if you don't know somebody, kind of like what I was just telling him, like, if you get to know CD, then he's not really going out of his way. He's always been this way. You see what I mean? But you guys, you never really met him. So I definitely think it's a refreshing for me.
I see George in meetings. I see George in practice. I see George in the locker room. I see George shoot basketballs, which he didn't shoot very good today. He's happy. He's in a good spot in terms of, I think people that don't know George need to get to know George, because when you get to know George, you're going to be blown away by the heart that the guy has, the way he loves the game of football, how important it is to him, how important his family is to him.
It's talking about like football clips. It's nothing personal. And it's kind of crazy that people don't realize that, and they're like 35, 45, and they still don't realize it. But like I said, once you get to actually know someone, like if I actually knew you guys personally, I bet it'll be a little different than your job.
Do you have like a split personality, on field, off field, do you think?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go on the field and try to be a princess or anything. I'm definitely going to try to play football. You see what I mean? So, yeah, and then off the field, I'm definitely a different person. I can't be a football player all the time.
Joe Milton and George hang out all the time. They stream or whatever that's called. They play the video games, and I don't know, but they got these amazing setups. I've seen it, and I'm like, and they've asked me to jump on and sponsor them or pay money to watch. I'm like, hey, I'm good. I'm going to let you guys do that.
And Mary, it's been a lot of fun to watch CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens from the little bit that we see. It's been awesome to watch how they are bonding. And you want to know what? One of the guys up front that's going to be protecting them this year, Terrence Steele, we are scheduled to sit down with him momentarily, and we will have that for you tonight on the Night Beat.
Yeah, and remember, you guys can watch all of our coverage on air and on demand online. It's been great so far. Can't wait for what's in store for day 3 here in Oxnard. But that's it for us for now. From Oxnard, we'll send it back to you, Nick.
Thank you, guys. Let's take a look at the schedule for this upcoming week. All the times you see are on San Antonio times. Thursday at 1:05 p.m. It's going to be the coach's pressure. 1:45 is going to be practice. 3:15 the players' interviews. And then Friday is the day off. At 1:15 on Saturday is the opening ceremony and practice.